Here we go. This time, Wayne's World features one of his favorite collaborators. Today, we are doubly honored to have Wayne and 2 Chainz, who now have created a second album together. Welcome to College Grove and welcome to Undisputed Gentlemen. I just hope these two will let you talk a little bit because they don't let me talk a whole lot.
No, man, no. I just was checking them out. I just got to up my game, man. They got me up here ready to hide.
I'm hiding too. I'm hiding from this guy, man.
Well, you look good at the game too, baby. You look good, man.
You look real good.
Had my little man with me.
Yeah.
Shout out D-Lo, man. He gave my little man a basketball, man. He been bouncing around the house all night.
So, Chainz, you have told this story before, but could you retell how you first met Wayne in Atlanta when you were, should I say, a salesman of some sort, and you were sort of peddling your product, and you happened to come to the studio where Wayne was recording, and then what happened?
Only on Undisputed.
Yeah.
Only on Undisputed.
Yeah.
Hey, talk about science. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what chemistry. You know, Wayne is a rapper. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
And certain rappers need certain things to, I don't know, get them in the vibe or the mood and to create the ambience. And I happen to know somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody that had what he needed. And so that's how I got in the mix. And we've been friends ever since, going on 2 decades.
Okay.
But I didn't know he rapped.
Okay.
So
and you had been rapping some up to this point,
now,
right?
he was a full-on rapper. He was already had a contract. He was I just didn't know that.
So in that studio that night, did you say, let me see what you got?
Nah, he just, he's really cool. He's calm, quiet, don't talk much. Yeah. And then one day we was in the car headed to the studio, and he was like, let me put something in for you. You want to listen to something? He put it in, and I was like, this you? And I love it. And we went to the studio that night, and I did a hook for him on a song, and that was it.
What? Wait, Duffel Bag Boy?
Duffel Bag Boy. Yeah.
Right?
But you probably heard that 1,000 times. Let me put something in for you.
No, I don't, because I'm not around people like that.
Right. Oh, so they ain't sliding up underneath you.
Okay. So that's why he knew I ain't rock like that.
I think it was just based on opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It was we hung around each other for quite some time. He had put my name in a rap song and everything.
Before nothing about that. He rapped.
Yeah.
That's insane. Wait. Do y'all know? Let me just. Our people now, y'all be real. That's the first thing they would have thrown out. Anybody else? Yo, you know I rap, man. Can you help me with that?
That's why I said that. I'm like,
that you kept cool like that, man. And that says something. When you heard the music, when you heard it, you say you went and got the hook. Did you already have a hook in mind? As soon as you heard it, you were like, this is perfect.
I didn't.
Or
My approach to the studio that night was, no matter what, I'm coming up with something.
Right.
And I'm gonna make sure what I come up with is the one. Yeah.
Right.
So, Chainz, what's it like to collaborate with him? What's your connection? What happens? How do you sort of vibe off each other?
I like to call it a steel sharpen steel mentality. He's been at a great and at a high level for so many years. You know what I'm saying? So anytime we're able to come together, I know that I have to be at my apex and my A game. I have to come with something that is not probably the first thing that comes to mind. I need to be able to dig deep into my bag of wittiness, and and with that being said, we have a second project on the way that I'm super excited about. I think it's the best rap album to come out this year, and I wouldn't want to do it with nobody else but my brother.
How long it take y'all to put just a song together, though, to get it right?
If we working in the same studio together, that ain't gonna be nothing about it. He gonna come up with an idea. I come up with an idea. That's about a good hour. Hour and a half.
Before you mix it and everything?
Mixing and that goes down
We'll send that to somebody else, but we'll be through with the song.
We'll be through with the song in about an hour. Something enough for something we can go back play and go home and listen to.
Wow.
Yeah.
So y'all come up with words together when you're rapping together, or do y'all do something separately and then bring it together?
If we in the same studio together, working on it together, I'm gonna listen to it. We're gonna come up. He ask me what I'm saying. I'm gonna listen to what he's saying, and we got an idea.
But if I send him something and he send it back,
that's
man. I always text him like, man, what the hell are you? What are you on right now? You know what I'm saying? He gonna always like, I have something and it'll be real like to the left, and I say, man, it's gonna really mess him up, and I send it to him, and about 30 minutes later, he'll send it back, and I just scratch my head and just be like, you know what I'm saying? It's just an honor to really work with Brother.
I know Wayne is up with the Roosters working, right? I mean, he up all night long. What's your hours like, same?
Yeah, I actually took that kind of habit from him. I'm up all night as well. He's up all until the next day. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, when I start seeing the sun come up, I'll try to like lay down and get some rest. And then I try to lay down and get some rest. But you know, for him, it's been a situation where I've been in the studio with him, went home, went to sleep, woke up, and he was still in the studio.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember when we did a movie. We did The Longest Yard, and I was sitting having lunch with Nelly. And he was right, dude, I'll never forget this. Right then, we're eating, and it just came to him. He said, I got the hook for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack went through the roof. And I was sitting there eating with him, and every time I hear it, I think about that. Like, dude, I watched this man gift right there in action. Because, you know, he came up with it, boom. You know what I mean? And do you guys ever get that, like, just that inspiration of something that you've seen or you watch and bam, it just comes to you?
Of course. And for me, thank God for the iPhone. Because before, I would have to keep trying to remind myself all day because I don't write. I don't write nothing down. Yeah.
Oh, you don't write?
Nah.
It's all?
Yeah, it's by choice. And they always be thinking that it's some type of, like, achievement that I know. I don't write because I'm too old and too tired to be trying to read. That's why I don't write it. Yeah. So, but you know, they got the iPhone now, so I just go ahead and record a voice memo.
All right, let's talk some hoops. Chainz played some pretty high-level basketball at Alabama State. Pretty good player. You played with some NBA players. You followed closely the Lakers. This is a huge Laker fan right here. You were there last night in the front row.
Yes, I was.
What was your sort of gut feeling takeaway at the end of the game? LeBron obviously played the whole fourth quarter.
My gut feeling takeaway from the game is that LeBron is not human. He's amazing, and actually at the end of the game, I had a new positive feeling that I was able to see LeBron do what he did last night, and against KD, just to be able to see it, because I heard KD say, you don't know how many times you're gonna get this again. I didn't think about that going into the game. Also, it wasn't about that I didn't think about it. It was that Brian put it on my mind by the way he played. You know what I mean? I was sitting there with my son, like, man, this man really. I don't know how much longer we're going to see this, and it still looked like day one. Yep. You know what I mean? And
he did last night.
Yeah.
He's very controlled. I mean, just you can tell he take care of his body, his mind, you know what I'm saying? And I saw when you was describing your top 5 Lakers, and you had put Shaq, and then you like, nah, LeBron. But I guess I'm able to see him a lot, man. And just, what is he, 38, I think, or something like that?
39.
Yeah, I went, his birthday party was in Atlanta, and the night that he had a birthday party, he dropped like 38 on his 30 or something like that, and it's amazing to see it up close in person.
Did you go to the birthday party?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and then he took off and passed Kareem over that next month to February 7th. Yeah. So remember, he was supposed to be on a minutes restriction, and it looked like he told Darvin to start the fourth quarter, not tonight, because you cannot lose to Phoenix without Devin Booker and without Bradley Beal at home.
Right.
And fall to 0-2. Not that it's the end of the world, but it would just be shameful to lose to that team that way. And to LeBron's credit, he just said, no, not in my house.
Wayne, you was at the game, obviously, right? Yeah. So I like going to games. I mean, I like physically going to games because things that we see on TV, you don't see at the game, right? Body language, all of that sort of stuff.
See things at the game that you can't see on TV.
Absolutely. Right. So when you're sitting there at the game and you watching AD though, and he had a great night, no question about it. But what was his body language like as Phoenix started to just close that gap like that, and then LeBron got to come in and play the fourth quarter? Was AD kind of like, did you see something? He was like, this is why people feel this way.
What I noticed was he stepped it up too. But it also looked like it took for Brian to do what he did for him to step it up. But also, still, for me, I was listening to y'all talk earlier. For me, I still get mad at for the fact that you AD, man, you ain't gotta be putting the ball down. Man, I don't want to know that you're not a dribble. I don't want to know that you got a shot, man. If you don't body these people. And so for me, if he's not doing that, I'm judging that question on that, is what I'm saying. So if he's not even doing that with The Rock, and he was doing what he can, he do what he can, but I would love to see a lot more dog out.
Right.
AD. And I know he's tired of hearing that, though. So.
Right. But you want to see him want it like LeBron wanted with that young talent.
Exactly.
Right. And go take over a game. I was saying.
It looked like AR wanted more than him. It looked like Hachimura wanted more than him.
Right. Go after anybody. You had Kevin Durant on you. Just go pound him. Just go be physical and go show somebody you want. LeBron's been talking about it, and LeBron's propping AD up all the time. This is his team. This is his team. You guys are Lakers fans now. This is his team.
I think it's going to kick in. I think it's going to kick in. I think he just, you know what I mean? I think it's going to kick in. He's one of the most talented players in the league.
You must got him on a Jordan Love.
Man, watch what I tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? It just... we all know that he's injury prone, and I just think he's,
That's what I want to point that I saw none of that. That's what I want. I saw none of that.
So it didn't scare you if he fell on the ground. It wasn't like, oh.
Exactly. I didn't even think about it.
He looks a little stronger to me, actually, this year. It looks like he, worked out maybe in the offseason, so I feel good about it, and I know to some people, he fell off in the second half of this game, but I'm just excited about when it does click for him, because it will click for him.
Yeah.
He'll have.
I hope so.
I pray so.
All right, up next, Wayne 2 Chainz will stay right here with us, and we are going to debate and discuss, are the Eagles proving they are the NFL's best team? Best team?
They are.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.